The launch of the James Webb Space Telescope at lunchtime has changed our understanding of the cosmos. Recently, scientists discovered solid evidence indicating a planet located 124 light-years away could potentially support life. The telescope has been surveying the universe with remarkable clarity and shifted its attention to an often overlooked planet, Mercury. Historically, Mercury has been viewed as merely a scorched, cratered rock orbiting dangerously close to the Sun. However, when the Webb focused its golden mirrors on this planet, something extraordinary emerged. This discovery was so impactful that NASA had to halt observations and cease the telescope's operations directed at Mercury. The revelation was not about far-off galaxies or perplexing exoplanets. It was about something hiding in plain sight on a world thought to be well understood. Before we continue, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. Mercury has long posed challenges for researchers. Its close proximity to the Sun subjects any observing spacecraft to severe radiation and gravitational forces. Even telescopes located safely on Earth or in orbit often face issues as the bright glare from the Sun overshadows faint reflections from the planet. Prior missions like Mariner 10 and Messenger mapped much of Mercury's surface and provided a closer look at its magnetic field and thin exosphere. Yet, despite these findings, Mercury remains shrouded in mystery. Subtle indications of water ice lurking in permanently shadowed craters at its poles, peculiar hollows on its surface, and an unusually large metallic core contributed to this enigma. What the Webb revealed, however, seemed to transcend mere geological curiosities. It uncovered formations and anomalies that could not be explained by standard planetary science alone. The telescope's infrared instruments are adept at peer-through dust, discerning subtle heat signatures and pinpointing chemical compositions with exceptional accuracy. When directed at Mercury, these instruments detected structures on or below the surface that emitted unusual patterns. Rather than aligning with known mineral deposits or thermal fluctuations, these reflections and emissions suggested organized features, almost as if secrets were concealed below the planet's scorched exterior. The clarity of Webb's imagery ruled out errors, and anomalies were too distinctive to be merely glitches or distortions. The decision to shut down operations came swiftly. NASA was closely monitoring the Webb's data when images of Mercury circulated through secure channels. Enormous geometric alignments stood out across areas of the planet that should have appeared as ordinary cratered highlands. The patterns extended in deliberate lines, intersecting at angles too accurate for natural processes. For a planet long thought to be geologically stagnant, these formations raised unsettling inquiries. Were they remnants from a catastrophic event? Could they reveal a lost chapter in planetary history? Or was something even more profound being uncovered? In addition to the surface anomalies, the telescope detected faint emissions within Mercury's crust. These emissions were not typical thermal spikes associated with magma activity or solar heating, but appeared localized, almost like signals. The idea that Mercury could produce patterned emissions challenged the scientific community's understanding. The implications were staggering. Should Mercury contain evidence of something artificial, it would not only reshape the planet's history but potentially the entire narrative of our solar system. NASA's decision to cease. Webb's focus on Mercury was as much about safeguarding the mission and controlling information flow. The James Webb is humanity's most advanced space observatory, and its resources are allocated carefully among astronomers globally. Redirecting its focus to an unplanned and extended study of Mercury could disrupt numerous approved projects while exposing the observatory to unforeseen challenges. The intent behind the abrupt shutdown suggested broader dynamics at play than mere technical caution. Scientists who viewed the raw imagery reportedly pushed for confidentiality, believing the findings required further examination before being disclosed publicly. The revelations about Mercury have staggering implications for the scientific community. For decades, the planet has posed a conundrum. Its high density and substantial iron core make up nearly 85% of its volume. Some theories propose that Mercury may have once possessed a larger mantle stripped away by a monumental impact or stripped by early solar wind. If the anomalies identified by Webb turn out to be organized structures or artifacts, this discovery would challenge existing notions about planetary evolution. It would imply that Mercury might not just be a survivor of cosmic violence but rather a site of something far more enigmatic. The telescope's detection of alignments across Mercury sparked speculation that there might be remnants of activity dating back to before humanity's historical understanding. If these formations are natural, new models of planetary geology would be necessary to explain consistent geometric patterns. If they are artificial, questions multiply. Who or what created these shapes? Did Mercury once serve as a home to visitors or observers within the solar system? And why would such evidence remain despite billions of years of asteroid bombardment and intense solar radiation? Another intriguing feature revealed by Webb was the unusual reflectivity of specific regions. These areas reflected infrared light in ways that suggested materials not previously catalogued on Mercury. Unlike known silicates or metallic iron, these substances appeared engineered, as if deliberately placed. If confirmed, this could represent one of the most astonishing breakthroughs in human history. It suggests that Mercury transcends being merely a planet; it could be a source of valuable information. The halt of Webb's observations of Mercury raises crucial questions about how humanity responds to discoveries of this magnitude. While scientific progress thrives on transparency, findings that challenge our understanding of human origins and cosmic solitude often encounter skepticism. By stopping observations, NASA may be trying to prevent hasty conclusions or public unrest. The implications reach beyond just science. The idea that a nearby planet might harbor non-natural phenomena profoundly influences philosophy, religion, and what it means to be human. This situation urges humanity to reassess its position in the universe. We are not merely isolated biological accidents. We may be part of a vast narrative that began long before Earth's civilizations. Mercury has always held an air of mystery. Its rotation is synchronized with its orbit, resulting in intense temperature extremes, searing heat on the dayside and frigid cold in the dark. Its tenuous exosphere, consistently shaped by solar winds, is a fragile shield compared to Earth's robust atmosphere. Beneath that battered surface lies a planetary core producing a weak yet perplexing magnetic field, especially given Mercury's apparent lack of internal activity. For decades, researchers have catalogued, studied, and theorized about these oddities, but none have explained them fully. With Webb's unexpected findings, these peculiarities could be reinterpreted as signs of a deeper mystery rather than mere geological anomalies. The suspension of Webb's Mercury observations highlights the sensitive nature of current space exploration. Located nearly a million miles from Earth at the second Lagrange point, the telescope enjoys stability and consistent observation due to its gravitational position. Protected from the Sun by a large sun shield, it risks overwhelming its instruments if exposed to Mercury for too long. Hence, NASA's caution is both practical and symbolic. Halting observations helps maintain the telescope's functionality but may delay significant scientific discoveries. The possibility that Mercury conceals secrets undetected for billions of years is both thrilling and disconcerting. If these alignments, emissions, and oddities are confirmed to be artificial, humanity may need to reevaluate not just Mercury but the very origins of intelligence in our solar system. Could it be that, before Earth's civilizations developed, other forces influenced planetary evolution? Was Mercury once more than a barren rock? Perhaps it served as a vantage point or as a storehouse of knowledge, intentionally positioned close to the Sun to remain unobtrusive. These inquiries transform exploration from mere curiosity into something essential. If Mercury contains evidence of artificial structures, the belief that life or intelligence is rare would diminish. This discovery would imply the solar system was once vibrant, hiding remnants within its innermost planet. It suggests Earth does not hold a unique narrative regarding habitation or intervention in the cosmos. This leads to the next question. Do similar traces exist on other worlds, like Mars, Europa, Titan, or even in the asteroid belt? Even the Webb telescope, designed mainly for distant cosmic observation, may have inadvertently revealed a piece of this puzzle. The human mind is inherently drawn to mystery, and discoveries from Mercury resonate with our existential inquiries. Who are we? Where do we come from? Are we alone? If the anomalies observed by Webb prove to be more than geological oddities, we might find answers to these profound questions. We would shift from pondering life beyond Earth to investigating what remnants are left within our planetary neighborhood. Such a realization could alter scientific paradigms and reshape culture, belief systems, and human destiny. Mercury has always been in plain sight, within reach yet elusive in clarity. It is a planet that has endured much and often goes unnoticed. Yet, Webb's fleeting observations have unveiled layers that could significantly impact our understanding. Although NASA's choice to pause observations temporarily halts data collection, the information already gathered remains crucial. This data holds clues to a narrative far older than humanity itself, inscribed on a world we believed to know. Whether these revelations reflect new geological activity, unknown physics, or hints of intelligence, Mercury now captures our attention in striking ways. In the silence following Webb's shutdown, one fact stands out. The innermost planet in our solar system is now more than just a rocky satellite orbiting the Sun. It has become a key that potentially unlocks questions about planetary histories and the possibility of ancient intelligence. The moment Webb turned its gaze toward Mercury, hidden aspects came into sharp focus. Although the telescope has been told to look away, the implications continue to resonate, challenging our previous understanding of the closest planet to the Sun, and, by extension, the essence of our existence. These findings have left many unsettled. It clearly indicates that if Mercury's crust conceals something man-made, humanity may be on the verge of rewriting the history of our solar system and creation itself. As the data underwent scrutiny, it grew increasingly strange. Subsurface anomalies emitted a persistent glow, resembling energy or points of information storage. Initially, some scientists suggested these might be areas of concentrated metallic ore reflecting Webb's instruments. However, further analysis indicated that the timing of these observations pointed to a structured grid. Nature rarely operates in grids, especially not at planetary scales. The idea has surfaced that Mercury may not simply be a barren rock, but rather a planet of unique significance. It might have functioned as a relay station, a storage area, or even as a protective barrier concealing something much grander underneath. Observers began to view Mercury not just as a standard planet, but like a gigantic vault located at the Sun's closest orbital edge. What has led to the secrets surrounding Mercury? If there are indeed hidden structures or artificial formations, why would they be located on such a hostile planet? With blistering days that can liquefy lead and frigid nights, survival on Mercury seems almost unfeasible. Yet, from another perspective, this extreme environment may serve as its greatest advantage. The harsh sunlight hinders detailed observations from Earth, effectively shielding it from prolonged analysis. Moreover, these severe conditions ensure that few natural processes could disrupt or mask any possible constructions, allowing whatever lies beneath to endure for billions of years. Essentially, Mercury may have been intentionally selected because it appears as the least likely place for human or alien investigation. Further questions arise from Mercury's orbit. As the closest planet to the Sun, it finds itself in a battlefield of gravitational and electromagnetic forces. Its orbit exposes it to streams of solar radiation and continuous solar wind attacks. An artificial presence here would gain unparalleled access to solar energy. Some theorists suggest that Mercury could have served as a monitoring site, a listening post, or even a solar energy harvesting station, capturing power directly from the Sun. If an advanced civilization intended to explore the solar system or harness its star, Mercury would indeed be a prime candidate for such activities. The Webb telescope's findings might not have been mere coincidence. They may confirm that the planet once played an essential role. Odd emissions from Mercury's crust added to its enigma. Infrared readings displayed rhythmic pulses reminiscent of coded information, with intervals seeming almost intentional. If these signals do exist, their potential applications could range from basic energy release to sophisticated communication. The notion that Mercury has possibly been transmitting something for ages brings forth the unsettling thought that it could still serve a function long after its original creators have vanished or may still be present. This discovery could dramatically alter human perceptions of our cosmic environment. We might not only uncover remnants of ancient intelligence but also discover functional machinery within a still active system. Theories have exploded, with some suggesting that Mercury might be a hollowed structure, transformed into a machine-like entity. Others believe vast underground chambers could contain unknown technology, preserved by the harsh planetary conditions. A few even assert that Mercury was never a natural planet but rather a crafted object designed to obscure its true purpose. These remarkable hypotheses arose due to compelling data from the Webb telescope. Evidence of precision, alignment, and emission patterns cannot easily be explained by conventional science. Given the telescope's capability to observe across billions of light years, uncovering something inexplicable within our own solar system feels almost intentional. The suspension of operations had significant implications for NASA and its international partners. Disputes over disclosure erupted, as scientists are trained to share findings openly. However, this information seemed unusually sensitive. If humanity was unprepared to face the truth, a premature announcement could trigger global upheaval. Questions about religion, philosophy, and politics would arise, challenging long-held beliefs. Are we truly alone? Did another intelligence leave its mark within the solar system? What role does humanity play in this narrative? To prevent chaos, it seemed prudent to temporarily pause the telescope's work and assess the findings in isolation. Yet, rumors began to spread, and speculation intensified. Through Webb's revelations, Mercury evolved into a paradox. While it is recognized as the innermost, battered planet with virtually no atmosphere, lush terrains, oceans, or hope for life, it may now be the most crucial planet worth studying precisely due to what might be concealed within its desolation. While Mars has captivated fascination as a possible cradle for ancient life, Mercury could have eclipsed it as the larger enigma. Rather than merely searching for signs of microbial life or remnants of ancient rivers, Mercury might yield direct proof of intelligence not originating from Earth, but perhaps from a broader significance spanning a vast timeline and scale far beyond our comprehension. The nature of these anomalies also invites comparisons to various myths and legends surrounding the inner planets. Throughout different cultures, Mercury was linked with deities of speed, communication, and boundaries. As the planet darted across the sky, this symbolic association seems strikingly fitting, indicating that ancient civilizations recognized something profound about Mercury's significance. Thus, the halt of the Webb telescope signifies both an ending and the dawn of a new beginning. While the instruments were ordered to look away, the stimulating questions it raised cannot simply be overlooked. Mercury has moved from the shadows of ignorance to the forefront of intrigue. The world is enveloped in silence, holding secrets too profound to ignore. The future remains uncertain. Upcoming missions may focus on Mercury, exploring it with orbiters, landers, or even drilling beneath its crust. Such discoveries could transform our understanding across various fields: astronomy, physics, archaeology, and philosophy. Humanity might soon face the realization that contact with extraterrestrial intelligence might not come from afar but from the closest planet to the Sun. Each new discovery carries weight, but some feel like pivotal moments of destiny. Mercury's hidden secrets, once obscured in darkness, are now on the brink of revelation. Insights from the Webb telescope ignited speculation. Perhaps these findings are nudging humanity towards long-suspected truths that remain unverified. While NASA has ceased the telescope's observations, the implications linger. The data is compelling, with striking patterns emerging. Mercury continues its silent journey around the Sun, no longer an enigma forgotten. It reminds us that hidden truths cannot remain concealed indefinitely. This unveiling holds the potential for a future where humanity must explore not just the cosmos, but also the mysteries in its celestial neighborhood. The brief yet significant observations of Mercury by the James Webb Space Telescope went beyond surprising scientists. They reshaped established views of the inner solar system. Traditionally, Mercury was seen as lifeless and too close to the Sun for genuine mysteries. Findings from the telescope formed a new narrative, suggesting that this planet is not just a barren world but possibly a source of knowledge and structures that challenge traditional understanding. Its unique readings have altered exploration's trajectory, continuing to influence scientific discussions even after observations ended. This moment is remarkable because Mercury, once the least explored major planet, has suddenly emerged as a prime candidate for discovery. Unlike Mars or the moons of Jupiter, Mercury has rarely captivated public interest. Its surface, mapped by earlier missions, appeared uninviting, dominated by craters and cliffs. However, the Webb telescope dismantled this familiar image, revealing something far more complex beneath. NASA's abrupt decision to stop observing Mercury underscores how extraordinary these discoveries must have been. Transparency-focused institutions do not abandon research without solid justification, leading many to speculate about captivating findings hidden within this sun-baked planet. One intriguing aspect of the data involved detecting unexpected thermal signatures in areas where consistent heat seemed unlikely. Normally, Mercury undergoes extreme temperature shifts, soaring during sunlit days and dropping in shadowy areas. Yet, the Webb telescope recorded regions with stable thermal readings, implying insulation or regulation unlike ordinary geology. If Mercury were simply a lifeless rock without internal heat sources, such consistency would remain baffling. The possibility of self-regulating crust regions hints at concealed structures or engineered systems designed to endure Mercury's harsh environment. Even more intriguing were the reflective ridges traced by the telescope across vast stretches. These formations align in ways that echo each other, forming grids and intersections over hundreds of kilometers. Such remarkable order suggests they are not random geological features. This organization prompts theorists to consider possibilities beyond known planetary processes. Could these be remnants of large constructions, ancient networks, or deliberate markers visible only with specialized instruments? Their resilience, persisting through billions of years of solar weathering, indicates they were crafted from extraordinary materials that withstand the test of time. Mercury's unique status as the innermost planet adds another layer to the mystery. Its extreme conditions make it one of the toughest worlds to explore. Proximity to the Sun complicates space missions and makes prolonged telescope studies unfeasible. This raises the question: were the anomalies observed by the Webb telescope intentionally camouflaged, hidden from both Earth and orbiters? Although studying Mercury consistently is challenging, The Webb telescope's infrared observations revealed what conventional observations could not. Should the planet conceal something, its position near the Sun might serve as a cosmic shield against early discovery. The scientific community wrestles with the implications of these findings, questioning fundamental beliefs in planetary science. If Mercury is inhabited by artificial structures, it necessitates a re-evaluation of solar system history. Traditionally, planets were thought to form from cosmic dust and gas, their paths molded by collisions and gravitational forces. Webb's insights imply that intelligent influences might have interwoven with these natural processes over time. If Mercury has been altered or utilized, the solar system shifts from merely a backdrop to human evolution into a stage already shaped by other intelligences. Historically, humanity has speculated about intelligence beyond Earth, often expecting discoveries in distant galaxies or exoplanets. The revelation that the first undeniable evidence of intelligence could arise from our solar system, right from a neighboring planet that has quietly orbited alongside us, would transform our perspective. It would erase the comforting distance that separates us from the concept of extraterrestrial life, presenting evidence of intelligence much closer than anticipated. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. We invite your thoughts on NASA's decision to halt the Webb telescope's observations after Mercury's intriguing findings. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.